Good evening, YouTube. Hardball Crazy come back with a video. Derek here with a fun mail day, a color barrier breaker mail day. I did not heard of this player or this game I'm talking about until like a week or so ago, and when our fellow YouTuber channel of souvenir programs here talked about him, so I instantly bought his rookie card and I spent a whole $4.50 on him. And like I said, he's a bit of a barrier breaker himself. Did it before Jackie Robinson, actually. You can see by the title of this video. First of all, I'm going to talk about the game. From 1946 to 1965, there was a all-star game held in New York City called the Hearst Sandlot Classic, and it was held, and it was played by high schoolers, boys from ages like 16 to 18, and the first we played through like for 58, I believe. It was played at the Polo Grounds, and Hearst, you probably know that name, William Randolph Hearst of the newspaper moguls. New York American Journal in New York, and he owned like 12 newspapers nationwide, all over the country. And he sponsored it. He put on this tournament. So each year he would have tryouts and camps and such all over the world, trying to get a bunch of kids to play in this. And they have from all over the country, and they have a U.S. versus New York, and it's played, like I said, in the Polo Grounds. From 58, from 59 to 65, they played at Yankee Stadium. And 88 former Major League Baseball players played in this Sandlot Classic throughout the years, from 46 to 65, including Hall of Famers Al Kaline, Ron Santo. Others include MVP Dick Groat, Cy Young winner Mike Marshall, Tony Kubek, Moose Skowron, pitcher for the Giants, All-Star pitcher Mike McCormick, host Bill Freehan, host of other players. But in that first year of 46, year before, Jackie Robinson broke the card breaker in the U.S., the major leagues in the U.S. This player here, Billy Harrell, played on the 46 team. Also, note, I'm talking a little more about the game itself before I get into Billy Harrell. The first like 8 years or so, the New York team was managed by Robert Moranville, the would-be Hall of Fame infielder, Boston Braves and other teams. He was the manager in New York for 8 years, and I think Al Simmons took over a little bit, and a few others after that. But one thing, reading upon this, I have a kind of an idea that this Robert Moranville's Hall of Fame election got helped by this being part of this Sandlot Classic, because he wrote, and he was very a public figure. He wrote in the New York papers about the game, about a lot of the kids he coached and stuff. He was very public with this classic, being a manager. At the very least, his name being in the public eye in New York City for so long, I think that it kind of kept his name in the forefront, and it eventually helped him get inducted in the Hall of Fame, which happened like in 1954. So that's like 6 years, 8 years, 9 years or so into his managing, coaching this, putting on this part of the Sandlot Classic, that he got inducted to the Hall of Fame. So I would say it helped his Hall of Fame chances. 65 was the last year of the Sandlot Classic, mostly due because of newspaper strikes in New York City and the eventual demise of the New York American Journal, which no longer didn't exist. So the game itself lost its big sponsor. There was other games that was Sandlot Classics, like Rivals. Branch Rickey didn't want to get outdone, so he tried Brooklyn versus the World and Esquire magazine also had its own local Sandlot Classic, but the Hearst Sandlot Classic was probably the more preeminent and the long-standing Sandlot Classic boys baseball tournament within that time period. It not only did the Sandlot Classic brought a bunch of scouts. Like I said, 88 former major leaguers played in this class throughout the years. Colleges was there and recruiting gets college scholarships, so anybody did not make the major leagues. A lot of kids got scholarships and got to be successful people in the business world. Speaking of scholarships, Billy Harrell here, yes, he did make the major leagues, but he also was a standout basketball player, and he was went to play basketball at Siena Heights and Siena College, and played baseball at Siena College too. And he was ended up being drafted by the NBA, the Indianapolis Olympians, defunct NBA team back in the early days of the NBA, and he had offers to play with the Harlem Globetrotters, and he has his number retired right now in the Siena basketball program. But he did play baseball at Siena too, a couple years, and was an outstanding baseball player. But after his junior year at Siena, he had played in summer ball. He played with the Birmingham Black Barons, the Negro Leagues, and that ended his baseball career. But he did end up signing after Siena with the Cleveland Indians, where he played from 57, 58 through like 61 with the Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Mostly as a utility player, he played all over the diamond, and a good ball player. And towards the end of his career as a major leagues, he played in the minor leagues with the Boston Red Sox for a while. And he, during the minor league days with the Red Sox, he was a early mentor to some of the 67 Impossible Dream Red Sox teams. Reggie Smith, George Scott, Mike Andrews have all looked up. It was a father figure to Billy Harrell was a father figure to him in the minor leagues, taught him how to be a pro and somebody to lean on. So that's Billy Harrell. The year before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball, Billy Harrell kind of did that in a high school tournament in '46. A little cool tidbit there, and something I learned about, and thought I'd share with you. I'm glad to add Billy Harrell to my barrier-breaking PC. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good night.